Lacrosse was first declared as Canada's national game in 1859. It was quite prominent in the 1960s and 70s, but as we rolled into the 80s, the sport nearly disappeared in the north.
That's when a local promoter got to work. Glenn Moose Scott put together a team to compete in a senior tournament, renewing interest in the sport in the region.
More than a quarter century later, the PG Senior Lacrosse League is still going strong. Scott continues to serve as its commissioner, dedicating his life to Canada's national summer sport.
There's a familiar face at every PG Senior Lacrosse game. The same face who's been at nearly every game for 26 years and is synonymous with the sport in Prince George. Glenn Moose Scott, who nearly 30 years ago formed a senior team to compete in a tournament and some exhibition matchups.
That spurred the idea of let's try and see if we've got enough players to form a league. And that was back in 1990, and we've been playing senior lacrosse ever since.
Scott has served as commissioner since day one of the formation of the league. He's seen it grow to where it stands today.
You know, we put together 2 teams back in 1990, then it went to 3 teams, and then eventually expanded to 4 teams. And the players just kept coming out, wanting to play lacrosse, and it continued to grow and grow. And we can keep the sport healthy in Prince George, build it up even bigger, and when I retire as league commissioner, that'll be just wonderful.
Scott is a member of the Prince George Sports Hall of Fame and a recipient of the Community Sport Hero Award for his service to the game. And it's easy to see how he's regarded in the lacrosse community.
I think even if he stopped being the commissioner of the league in town, I think he would still be here just as often. So many friends throughout the lacrosse world, it's just, I can't even begin to number it. He just knows people, as I know being his son. You walk around town and there's people stopping him all the time. Hey, Moose, lacrosse this, lacrosse that.
A former football star, Moose took up lacrosse 47 years ago. That's when he acquired his ultra-Canadian and ultra-fitting nickname, one that's stuck with him ever since.
Instead of going around guys on the lacrosse floor, I just ran over them. And they just coined the phrase that he runs like a moose and he hits people like a moose, and he's a moose.
He always told me he scored 3 goals, got 9 assists, and had 780 penalty minutes. That was the story I got. He was just basically out on the floor to be a crusher and a bruiser out there.
It should come as no surprise that a man who stops and talks to everyone at every game and was crucial in saving a sport in our city is a fan of the action on the floor.
It's fast, it's hard-hitting, it's good passing, developing plays, using strategy, and of course trying to put the ball in the net. When you've got all those factors going your way, you'll see some fantastic lacrosse, and of course then the best team wins.
And while he doesn't know just how long he'll run the PG Senior Lacrosse League, one thing is certain: the man with the Canadian nickname who helped build Canada's national sport in Prince George is happy to be there, watching the game he loves.
Lacrosse is here to stay, and let's face it, what better way to celebrate it than on July 1st, Canada Day?
It's been about a year for sports in Prince George at the national level. Let's take a look at just some of the accomplishments of our northern athletes.
The maple leaf. Seldom is it as strong as when it is laid over the chest of a proud Canadian. A symbol of our great country, the leaf resonates deep within our athletes. It is a goal, an ambition, a dream. For all those who chase it, their pursuit of excellence is driven by an uncompromising passion. Their sacrifice is overshadowed only by their achievements, striving for a cause greater than themselves. For that moment, when adorned in red, our national anthem rings out softly from the voices of patriots alike. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Many of our young athletes have made their mark on a national level this year, and as our Canadian athletes take to Brazil for the Summer Olympics, perhaps we will soon see some of our own making the same strides.
When we come back, the story of the little engine that could.